Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning Lala on Wealth Wednesday. It's important to know the wealth within you. So we have Tanya Matu in the house. She is the founder of YUOLOGY and U School. I love this.
Thank you.
Know thyself.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about U School.
Okay, so U School is a product of YUOLOGY. So U School is a 6-week transformational course that really helps like modern women in transition reinvent themselves with confidence. So it's a step-by-step framework, life design framework.
All in 6 weeks. That's a lot.
Yeah, well, you get you get lifetime access to it. I just put a time frame on it for those that need structure.
And the people who are finding you, they're stuck. They feel fake. They feel lost. Speak to that a little bit.
For sure. I think what happens to so many of us, especially women, is when we go through a transition, we go through a change, we don't know, like we can lose our identity or we feel like we don't know who we are or what to do. And within that, then we start feeling fake, or the imposter syndrome is such a big thing right now that many of us go through when we go through change and transition.
Explain that a little bit, the imposter syndrome, because some people might not understand.
Definitely.
Have you ever felt that way?
I definitely have.
When?
So I've gone through it twice, like on quite a grand scale. And I'd say once was during the 2008 financial crisis. I was living in New York and I was working on Wall Street, coaching Wall Street bankers on mindset motivation and confidence building and all this sort of thing. And then I lost my job during the financial crisis. Our whole office did. So there I was, with no job, not knowing what to do. And then I started a business coaching people who lost their jobs. So I was the exact same position as all of my clients. So I completely went through imposter syndrome because I was like, I'm the same as them and who am I to teach other people? And, I went through all of those emotions of not feeling like I was good enough or I was prepared or, who am I to do this? And just all those questions that are fear and, can take over. But I soon realized in that process is I was actually the best person to work with these people because I could completely relate to what they were going through and the emotions and, crying on the bathroom floor and not knowing who you are or what to do with your life, right? And I was meeting other people during that Cambridge University, PhD, amazing, educated people that were also, trying to do the same thing, but they weren't as relatable to the people that they were working with.
Take us through the 6 weeks. What does that look like for somebody?
Okay, for sure. So YUOLOGY is all based on 5 elements and elements of success. And success is all about being who you are. So redefine success by being who you are. So the 5 different elements, which are the weeks, because week 6 is graduation, party week. But so it's vulnerability. So basically these 5 elements are all within every human being. So it doesn't matter how old you are, what race you are, how much education or money you have in the bank, you have access to these 5 elements. So vulnerability, and they're all aligned with your chakras, I'll say that too. So vulnerability is week 1, and then authenticity, curiosity would be your heart chakra, intention is your throat chakra, and then intuition is your 3rd eye and your crown chakra. So you're actually taking people through, so they're unblocking, aligning their energy, and also doing all the work. So each one of those elements, there's 5 subjects within each one that has like lessons and practices.
I hope this is becoming a book also. It sounds like
Well, with U School, you get a 100-page book that goes with it because you're doing practices. It's all online, so you're watching videos and then you're doing the practices. So within that, it's a 100-page book, but I am writing a book as well.
Fantastic. I love all those elements, and I think vulnerability these days gets like a lot of airtime.
Yeah.
And, Brene Brown and whatnot. And
For
I
sure.
wonder if you could speak to that a little bit, because I think sometimes people think of vulnerability as weakness, but I think there's great power in vulnerability. Can you talk about this a little bit? Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. I'll say too, that was always the biggest struggle for me too, being vulnerable. And I think that that's why it needs to be the first of the 5 elements, right? It would be so nice to say, let's connect with our intuition and manifestation, like so many people speak to all the time. But there's all these steps that come before that. And vulnerability is really it, the acceptance, accepting yourself for all that you are, accepting your weaknesses, knowing that, you weren't made to be perfect, like you were made to be whole, right? And with that comes the light, the dark, the good, the bad, and that's all being vulnerable, right? That acceptance and knowing that, Yeah, we're supposed to be imperfect. Like, who wants a perfect friend or a perfect person? Like, boring.
Boring.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
So.
Well, tell people where they can find and follow and get involved with YUOLOGY.
Yeah, definitely. So YUOLOGY is, so it's spelled YUOLOGY, so YUOLOGY.com. And then the course that I have now is U School. It's available internationally. So I have students in Paris and Miami, New York. So really it is accessible to everybody, anybody who is looking to build more confidence in themselves during change and transition.
Can't wait to read YUOLOGY.
Thank you.
Stay tuned,
Thank
we'll be right
you.
back.